Alright. Get the game set up.
This cutscene just confirms that Marth has bangs so long that he can't see anything, and I appreciate that
Nice.
being canon, that Marth is blind.
Alright. Go!
Yeah, I'm sure we're not going to regret everything again. Actually, so what I was saying last time is I'm very tempted to bring Sita, because this map has terrain that's really favorable to a flyer.
Yeah.
Like, what is her defense? What is her actual defense stat? Is it that bad?
7.
7. So it's mostly her HP that's a lot lower than Luke. But like defense-wise, she's about the same.
He is a lot faster, so she's not going to get doubled by anyone.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just like trying to be like, because we also have Ogma now, who, I mean,
Yeah.
it's Ogma, he's pretty good. More of a weapon type issue here was what plagues Ogma. Although there are 2 archers, so maybe we do just stick with Rhodey or Luke or whoever we're.
Yeah, I like the squad. Hi, Vincent. How are you?
Let's
Howdy,
stick
partner.
with them.
Hold on a second. I gotta write this down.
Mm-hmm. What are you writing?
Hold on.
Hello, Red.
Hi, Red.
Seems like a weird time to.
Alright, I just want to take a note. I'm good. Alright, I think we just get started.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really do positioning, so that's kind of all that we have to do. I think we could. I mean, this is about what we want. We might want Ryan a little farther. I would switch Ryan and Reese, but that's fine.
Yeah.
We probably do that. But otherwise, yeah, there's really not much else to do here other than pray.
Final preparations have been made. We are now ready to begin. Our opponent in the final exam shall be myself, Kane, Knight of Altea. I'll show you the sort of battle that a real knights face. Alright.
It's like a GBA. Sounds like a GBA. So, like, before we do that, just like, can Merrick does Merrick just nuke the guy? Like, what if we just Merrick him? Yeah, that's another thing. How about Ryan, out of curiosity, with the steel bow? Like, I know it's going to be a lot less curious. 5 or 8. I mean, that's pretty good. Like, I definitely feel like Merrick is.
Oh my god, hold on, wait, how much damage?
Like, I feel like he just takes the choke points here and we just turtle up. Mostly because, like, every time we don't do that, we just tie. So, like, let's just cut out the middleman and do it. It's like, what if we Merrick into, like... That'll be 24, which brings him down to 8. Oh my god, I have such a stupid plan. How far can Ryan reach, actually? Oh, he can't make it on. I wanted to put Ryan on the fort and kill the other guy with Ryan on the fort. It would have been so funny. Because the problem is, like, Yeah, no, I actually, because then then Ryan gets hit by up to 2 enemies, but like I think he lives. Yeah, this works. I think that's all you need. Merrick can still reach what he needs. So that should be all you need. I just kind of want to see if it works because it would be funny. I just think we should have our archer block because our archer has 9 defense. No, but it takes extra movement. I worried about that. That's okay. We can mess with it. He can swap with Ogma or / Chris, and Chris can go where Luke is, and Luke has so much movement that it doesn't really matter where he goes. Yeah, basically this. Yeah, pretty much. We gave Luke a lance, right? Because that's gonna, like... Okay, because that's pretty much all he's gonna be using this map. Just for weapon triangle.
Alright.
Alright. So we do need this. Yeah, we do need steel. That should put him at, like, pretty much... Oh, he rolled lower on EP. So Merrick should still just kill this guy. Unless he rolled high on, like, res. Okay, nope. Yeah. He did, unlikely.
This music sounds a little bit like Path of Radiance early game.
Yeah, and I also heard some GBA earlier. It's very interesting. So the question really now is, what do we do about this Armor Knight? And again, I'm strongly considering, what if we just run up to his face and sit there? Or even better, what if we don't? Like, I'm thinking instead of to his face, what if we just go one back, like right where Chris is? I think so. So the question is it Chris? And it probably shouldn't be. I'm wondering if it maybe should just be Luke. But we still face...
I'm more worried about what if the Myrmidon moves first.
Well, then the Myrmidon attacks Luke, but it's fine. There's only one valid attacking tile because of that mountain. So there's only one.
Ah, yes, you are correct.
So the archer can attack. Oh, he actually can't. Perfect. Oh, that fort's great. So I think probably Luke with the Iron Lance. Is Luke double, out of curiosity? I'm also curious about damage output. So let's just line up some combats and see what they look like. 6 with no weapons. What about Chris and Ogma? So Ogma actually has more damage because he has... In fact, Ogma's just better right now. Great. 7 times 2, so Chris is going to do like 6 times 2, 7 times 2. Oh, they have the same strength, actually. They're almost identical, in fact. Ogma has more defense. But it's okay, Ogma good. I guess maybe we do use Chris or Ogma, because we can always switch them around. So I guess you just pick one, and we can... Yeah. Chris or Ogma.
Yeah, Chris favoritism.
I mean, like the Avatar is actually disgusting as a unit. Like, there's just actually no reason not to show them favoritism. They are, I think, just like indisputably the best unit in the game. Like anytime there's an Avatar, they're just. Yeah.
You have come well prepared. We must be wary that the enemies you see are not always your only ones. Ah, yes, reinforcement.
Yes, reinforcements. Yeah, they do. But the archers just really love going for Merrick, which is kind of good, actually. Skill unlock, of course. Why would it be anything else? So was that 4 damage? Oh my god, we lived that so easily. So, like, what if Merrick attacks the Armor Knight? Yeah, like, I'm just like, what if we just do this and, like, leave Ryan on this fort to, like, take 4 damage again? Oh no.
Yeah, sounds good.
This unit is so dumb. Why is the archer child cracked?
Rolf wishes he was this good.
God, he does, it's true.
This is like the Virgin Rolf versus the Chad Ryan.
Yeah. So don't move up. Before you move up, check that other archer's rank. I don't know if we want to bait that archer.
Yes, I agree.
Or have them. So, like, let's say, first of all, what is our combat against this merman? So Chris is 13, and Ogma's probably the same. But if we switch to Iron, we're not doubling, right? Like, yeah. And I assume Ogma's the same. So 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13. And what about Luke? I'm just curious.
Luke, I think, gets doubled. He does not. Wow.
So, honestly, I'm thinking Chris retreats to get healed, and Luke just stands where Chris is.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Because we do want to train Luke. I mean, have good, obviously. So, and then we'll have to move Ogma actually this turn.
Where?
Because that way Ryan, it's like the right of Merrick or something. Just that way Ryan can move there and have a 2-range enemy to attack. We got doubled. I didn't realize.
Oh, right, because of the steel though.
Well, we have the steel out in the first place, so we always got doubled. If I had known that, I would have said to trade, but it doesn't matter. We're fine. You see, now Ryan has a 2-range option, which is the important bit. We could probably just use the accuracy, honestly. I would use Ryan into like Merrick or something, because we do want to be very careful with our HP. This is a game that does not like giving you.
You are correct.
All right, show me those dumb growths again. All right.
Yeah, that's pretty.
He's not fast. He's not fast, but he is stupid.
He is. Oh my. He's got. Look at his strength and defense as a fucking archer, as an early game archer.
Oh, even better. He's only level 4. Like, this man definitely had good bases. Like,
what
not for HP or speed, but like that means his base defense and strength both had to be minimum 7. And like again, his defense growth isn't low. Like he does have like an honest to god like 40% or 35% defense growth.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have gotten lucky, absolutely. But oh my god. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you,
Ryan.
Hi, Axor.
Thank you, Ryan. Very cool.
Alright, Luke, go ahead.
Or Luke, actually. I was thinking Luke could move up, but like that's fine too. Let's get busy working on that. But actually, you know what's even better? You know what's better? We could have Merrick just bait this archer because they love attacking him so much. Like, if Luke gets the kill, right?
Yeah, good point.
Merrick could get healed and, like, bait the other archer.
Is there, like, what Rider's Bane is C, right?
Yeah, why?
Just thinking about, whether I should be focusing Luke's, lance or sword.
You focus, I mean... Lance has better weapons, but more importantly, like, you use whatever's better in the situation. Don't worry about the weight. Stop. Heal him first.
Good point. Thank you. I mean, I don't think he would die, but yes.
No, he would live one more, but again, you do want to manage HP, so you don't have to manage it later. And then Chris or Ogma. So that's still a 3-shot kill. I mean, they're both 3-shot kills, so it doesn't really matter what you use. You might as well use Iron.
For accuracy.
Because it has more hit. I was just wondering if attacking is the right play, but I guess it is, because it means you can kill on player phase. And we're not really taking much damage. I would not move Ogma.
Whoops.
Well, because again, with the Ball of Death, you just have no 2-range squares now.
Now, reinforcements attack. Oh.
Just don't get doubled?
Okay, we got doubled and crit.
Let's just see how the numbers play out.
I'm gonna be honest, this is the last map of the prologue. I don't think this really matters.
It's not the last map of the prologue, there's one more.
Well, but do I need a healer if I have Kane?
Yes, I mean... don't you want a healer? I mean, this is fine. This is just like... I think our strategy is very solid, to be honest. We're really just not in danger of getting overwhelmed right now. I mean, that's why we healed Merrick, because now he lives with him. Like, this is so chill. Like, this is fine. Like,
yeah, are we reloading for Reese?
I think we should. I think it's good to have a healer. He's been really beneficial.
Oh,
Besides,
sorry.
we know all this.
Rip to that Ryan
we know,
but,
we can just, like, yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate, but, like, we can just speed through all of that and do pretty much the same moves with very little change, and just know that the reinforcements come on, like, whatever turn that was. It's, like, turn 4, I think. Let me double check.
I love ambush reinforcement.
It's turn 3, yeah. Yeah, no, ambush reinforcements suck, absolutely. But again, I do think the strategy was really good. And again, I just like we've used Reese really heavily. I think we very much would like to keep Reese.
I will trade, don't worry.
Yeah, it does not make a difference. Like we actually live even without it, but it's good to do.
I wonder if I'd like keep Reese like.
No, because the Pegasus like reaches anywhere. We're gonna have to wall him off.
That's what I meant. Like put Reese like block Reese off.
Well, we don't need to do it now because we know they don't go for a while. We need to leave some squares open. Is what we need to do. So I would leave the square. Like what square do we want to leave open? Maybe attack there. I'd leave the square below Chris open.
Yeah.
But I would move everyone else to the corner.
Whoops. Oh, I did not skip Ryan's level up.
No, he's gonna move down and attack the Armor Knight, I think. Yeah, with Steel, because there's not really much else for him. This is what he does, yeah.
I feel like he got a level up on the fort.
No, it was down here, I think. So we had retreated Christian. Yeah, this is a weird. Oh, it was. We did some. You know what we did? We killed the archer. That's what we did. We left him on the fort for one more turn. That's what we did.
Oh yeah.
So, actually, we might want to redo that because that was actually a pretty important move.
Yeah.
Because it freed up a lot of other things. And we had Merrick attack the knight. I remember now.
I was gonna say that seemed weird.
Yeah. I was only mostly paying attention to our strategy.
What strategy?
I mean, hey, we made a strategy. That's how we ended up here.
Right.
But he rolled different stats this time, so we can't actually kill him, which is a problem. So I guess we... What do we do here? What is Merrick's damage against him? Yeah, I don't really want to do that, because I'd really rather have Merrick deal with the Armor Knight. I mean, we could, if we want to be real gaming pros, we just wait, and then we re-roll until we can kill him.
I think this is happening.
I mean, yeah, that is the best option.
Oh, wait, what did Merrick get on level up this time?
Well, I don't know. We skipped it.
I did, but he starts at level 10, so... Excuse me a second.
It looks like he got speed. It looks like he got speed and maybe something else.
Okay, his starting stats are 24 HP, so he got 1 HP. 7 magic, so he's got the same magic. 6 skill, so he got a skill. 10 speed, so he got no speed. 6 luck, so he got a luck. And defense, and he actually starts with 1 less defense and res, so he actually got HP, skill, luck, defense, res. This is pretty good. Yeah, it's like almost it dodges his 2 most important stats of magic and speed, but you know that's still pretty fucking good. So
actually, I think Ryan gets. I want to say Ryan gets off the fort this turn, maybe, and like iron bows. So, I guess we can steel bow, and we might as well iron bow for accuracy. So we're still, if we're not one-shotting,
I guess.
And then I guess I think we just go on the fort and Voln.
Yeah. Maybe I should have, well, hold on.
Yeah, we just sit there with the lance. And then no, because then you're in range. You want to put Ogma. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make a box for him, but not right now. We're gonna put Ogma. Don't put him there because Ogma's also in range. Just put him to the right of Reese. Then Reese can go in the box, and we can fix this later. This should be fine. And then the reinforcements will be their next turn, but we should very easily be able to survive. Alright, we still got defense. That's the important part. You know, no res, like
no strength.
No strength is unfortunate. No strength HP is unfortunate, but like this is fine. Alright, so the reinforcements here at the start of next turn.
So Reese heals again, and then Ogma just moves here.
We heal Ryan, and then we just don't do anything. Because again, like this formation should survive the reinforcements very easily. And we can just have Ryan like start attacking, and then probably give a kill to.
Might as well.
Yeah, I mean, Chris.
Wait, no. Then this might snowball.
No, we're gonna kill that guy. We're gonna kill that guy with like if that guy's dead, and we're gonna take an attack anyway. So that guy should be dead. This is good.
Yeah.
Like it's fine. It's just a question of who gets the kill.
Probably Ryan.
Or Luke. I think Luke would be a good candidate too. I mean, Ryan can get it, but Ryan's also gonna get the Pegasus, so.
True.
I mean, it really doesn't matter. I mean, actually, hold on.
Right.
Okay, or not. What? I was gonna say if Ryan. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I was gonna say Ryan could get it and Luke could move up one, which gives an attacking tile for Chris, but it doesn't really matter. So this is actually rather good. What's Chris do with steel? He doesn't kill, right?
Oh my god.
No. Okay. Let's just equip iron then, and sit here and not attack. Or
I mean,
yeah, I have a feeling we don't want to kill on enemy phase, but. No, I think it actually doesn't matter. I think we can kill on enemy phase if you want.
That's not a kill on enemy phase. It's one shy.
Yeah, well, if you attacked in player phase, it would.
Oh.
But you didn't.
Oh, nice.
So. Because if you had attacked him on player phase instead of waited, it would have been a kill on enemy phase.
Right.
Which is why I was saying I think we actually could have gone away with it. And this guy's going to attack Ryan as expected, which is totally fine
because Ryan's a fucking tank.
He is unironically, that's our tankiest unit right now. We already know we don't get doubled, so I think we're quite safe.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna need to replace Luke again. Steel. Send it and pray.
There we go.
All right. All right. So, don't think we. Well,
I mean, I don't know if we need to replace Luke. He can Vuln. Not killing this guy this turn.
I guess that's true. You could do that. What's the archer? Well, the archer. Actually, no. Wait. This is. Oh no. I see. Oh, we're. Before we do that, let's.
How can he attack Luke?
Because it's seeing that he can move into the soldier square if the Myrmidon moves. But that's fine. We're actually going to kill him, so don't worry about it. Just kill with Chris.
Yeah, and then Pogma.
Yeah, and then we're gonna dogpile him, and possibly Luke too, depending on. Because Kane's down here. What does Kane have? Actually,
steel sword.
Just steel. So we're gonna this other top archer reach. The one that we haven't aggroed yet. I'm just curious. No, the other one, the left one. Oh, so we're super easy. So yeah, let's what's Ogma?
That's okay.
Honestly, just do it. So now, and then we can totally, since we're not in any ranged attack damage, we can. Actually, what is Kane's?
The archers map sprites look like they're wearing firefighter helmets.
Kinda. What is Kane's speed? I'm curious.
He does not double. He does not double Luke. I saw. Luke is 8 speed.
So what I'm thinking is, how much damage do we take? How much Kane damage?
Kane has 22 attack. God. So that is 16. Or no, not 16. The 14.
And it's probably maybe even less to the triangle. So how much do we heal? Like, if we heal, let's just say we do heal, because we should. 16. So we probably live, is what we think. I'm just wondering if we can kill this guy. So, like, how much damage do Kane and Merrick do combined? 12. Okay, so we probably do kill.
Yeah, but then... Then
we're only attacked by Kane. Which I think I think you mapped it out and we live, right?
Yes,
I'm
22
pretty sure. minus 8
is
22
14.
minus 8 is, yeah. So yeah, we live. We definitely
And
live.
probably more like 13 because of Weapon Triangle.
Yeah. No, I'm 100% down for that.
Yes, I absolutely should have made a save state, Axor. You are completely correct.
Nah, just do it.
Here we go. Give it your all. Luke, you are fighting your replacement.
I mean, maybe.
Sure.
Well, yeah, Merrick is free. We can use Ryan too.
Chris, do you want to lure this guy? Oh, you can't. I think Chris starts going this way. Yeah, I like that idea.
I mean, why? Going around?
Just to move them off the...
Yeah, I mean, you didn't need to go that far. We're just going to bait this archer at some point. I think steel's fine.
Whoops.
Yeah, that's going to happen eventually. Alright, we just heal and possibly also Vuln.
I think we have to heal and Vuln because we take 14. Well, hold on.
Actually. Or we just move him and replace him.
Oh, No, we do not die.
We barely live. Still, well, we don't attack, that's for sure. What about, like... What's Ogden's speed, actually? 14? Pretty sure.
Yes, 13. He does not double.
Yeah, I think he's like 1 point off, just straight up.
Alright, you know what? I got a plan.
Yeah, what's the plan?
I mean, I could Vuln, and I think I will Vuln. Just sit here with Luke. One more turn.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. We're not really doing much else.
I actually didn't even need to Vuln.
No, but more HP is better than not. It might give us more opportunities next turn. Actually, no, we can just kill him. Like,
yeah.
He has 8 HP, we have, yeah. It does make our attack a lot safer, so that's good.
Ooh, that's an Arcanea level.
Well, not this Arcanea, the other Arcanea. Get a little chip damage.
Whoops, I miscounted.
I mean, it's fine. It's chip damage. We can give it to Luke. And then we can just heal up Merrick.
I should have probably healed him first.
No, oh, because he did die this time, yeah.
Impressive. Oh, fuck! Whoops.
What? We sent the heal? That's fine.
No, it's a discard.
Okay, we discarded the heal. That's less optimal.
Like, I should have discarded the 8-use Iron Sword. I thought it wasn't gonna go to Convoy!
We don't have a Convoy yet.
Fuck you, gay. God, you're the worst.
That's normal. That's, like, extremely normal. That's on you for not reading.
Oh, speed. I guess Merrick just baits.
Oh yeah, no, Merrick absolutely just baits. Just from, literally just from there is fine. Because that'll give us a one-range option for someone to run in next turn. Yeah, like that. Nah, just like use Chris or something, or Ryan or Luke or whoever, or Ogma. It does not matter.
All right, well, she level ups this time, except for Merrick's actually. Congratulations!
I mean, we got more defense. We got more defense on
Ryan, yeah, but we lost the
Right,
strength.
that's always good. We'll live. We still have a ton of strength.
Congratulations, you won. There's nothing more we can teach you. Well then, Chris's 7th platoon, I will announce the results for the second half. Right here, right now. As before, your score depends on the amount of companions you are forced to make an early exit. Listen carefully. Performance has been most impressive. Even amongst past Altean knights, there's not been a group with such high credentials as yours.
Thank you, we suffered for it.
Chris's 7th platoon, I have decided that you have passed your final test. We passed? That means we're... Alright, we did it. We can become knights. We did it. After this, I'm going to buy myself a nice sword and a hefty lance. Oh, it's getting me excited just thinking about it. I see Cecile is getting excited thinking about handling a lance.
Yes, yes.
Cecile, you're scaring me. I'm not alone in excitement. My lifelong dream has at last been realized. Blood, wondering what he's even doing on this team. Sorry. Freaking got something in my shoulder, I don't know. I did get the opportunity during work earlier today to say, by my troth, I agree to your terms, and that highly amused me.
I'm glad you're having fun.
Everyone looks so happy. I guess it's because we're all to be knights. We really did it, Chris. Yep, it was my grandfather's and my own dearest wish to become an Altean knight. I now work for Altea and serve Prince Marth. All the reason to be happy. Indeed, I'm happy too.
Work for Altea as long as you want. Me personally, I'd rather work for Altina. I'm just saying.
True. Aww. Same. Chris, what are you doing up so late at night? I am streaming Fire Emblem, the new mystery of the Emblem. Can't seem to sleep. What about you, Katarina? Well, all on my mind, I suppose. Chris, have I ever told you about the town I was born in? Now that you mention it, you've never told me anything about your hometown. Wasn't Altea? I was born in a town called Norda. Have you heard of it? I know it all too well. In Norda, I was treated like an animal, beaten for fun. Whenever I couldn't stand the pain, I just closed my eyes and think of nothing, taking refuge within my heart's confines. Katarina. Someone was there to save me, show me the meaning of life, felt that I would do anything for her. Chris, do you have someone like that in your life? Yes.
So before you answer that question, was it actually not a?
It was not a option.
I was like, is this gonna be another one of those maps? Okay. Yeah, I was just curious. Does not look like it.
Yes, to remain loyal to a lord. That's the sort of knight I aim to be. Yes, that's right. You're also doing it for someone else. Not long now, is it? Won't be long until we become Altean knights. When that happens... Good night, Chris. Well then, time to catch some shut-eye. Chris, sorry, I forgot one thing. Please take this, if you would. What's this? A headband? It's from Cecile. Give this to the new platoon commander, she said. Supposedly, if you wear this, you'll be more... psyched. Cecile really wants you to wear it. Once I put this on, I'll have a hairstyle like Cecile's. But will being like Cecile really suit me? Sure it would. Oh, I know. How about you just try it on? Try it and it feels a little strange. You can just go back to your original hairstyle. Oh,
tutorial for like a really stupid and completely pointless mechanic where every now and then the game will just be like, hey, do you want to wear this new hairstyle? And you can like wear it for a chapter. If you don't like it, you can just switch back at the end of the chapter.
Okay. How about it? Want to change your hairstyle? Alright, Path of Radiant Psyche becomes Radiant Dawn Ike.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, you can check it out, and if you don't like it, you'll have an opportunity in the next chapter to be like, actually, I don't want to.
Alright.
It's a very silly thing.
Alright, let's give it a try. I'm arranging my hair so that it's like Cecile's. Wonderful. Cecile is sure to be happy with your decision. Forward to seeing a new look. See you tomorrow then, Chris.
This impacts nothing, essentially.
Oops. Assassination? Okay.
Well, I mean, your hairstyle. Yo, yeah, Marth dies. He doesn't
Oh,
die.
oh wow, fuck, he really is Ike.
Oh my god, we are Path of
Oh my
Radiance.
god, we are Path of Radiance Ike.
This game is so silly.
Okay, I wish I could have named I just named my character Ike. That would have been fun.
That would have been funny. I do still also think the goal of looking exactly like Marth would also have been pretty good.
Oh god, it's too late. I don't want to go. Can I edit the saves to like change my name?
Don't bother. Just keep going. Chris is fine.
Okay, dude, that's fair. It's just like naming them Ike. Good morning, Chris. Oh, you changed your hairstyle, didn't you? Wow, it looks great. I think we're using this for the rest of the game. We have to.
Might as well.
You think so? Ah, Chris. Wow, isn't your hair just awesome? Man, you look so psyched. You almost look like you're going to completely take over the story in the second game of your duology and completely, like butcher the opportunity for the new female character to have any kind of real agency in the second half of the game.
Come on now. That wasn't the fault of Micaiah or Ike. That was the fault of the bad writing.
Yes, but yes.
Honestly, again, you have to understand, you spent the entirety of book one being like, I don't get it, and being like, you seem really harsh on Micaiah, and that's the problem. Book one's fine. Book one's good, even.
As we talked about this, but like we've talked about this. I mean, even then, I feel like the issue is more with just how the writing is around stuff like the Blood Pact, rather than like Micaiah herself.
I think Micaiah makes some objectively terrible decisions that are again, I don't mind based on Sacred Stones I think handles it really well. I like Erica, I like Selena, even their decisions that are not rational I think are really well done. But you'll see in games like Echoes with Celica, and again I think Micaiah as well, their irrational decisions aren't well done. Tabarn holds Soph over a fucking cliff and threatens Micaiah, and somehow she doesn't back down. That's insane. Micaiah is not... Micaiah would back down for Soph. That doesn't seem to make any sense. That's kind of my problem. I
do not have the energy to talk about this. I get what you're saying. I get it. I really do. I just don't have the energy.
I mean, that's fine. I don't know. I think that's the interesting part of Fire Emblem, is discussing its nuances.
Yes, I would love to discuss those nuances. Perhaps tomorrow, if we can start a little bit earlier. I still have to get up early, but not quite as early. Actually, probably around the same time tomorrow. Tomorrow,
we'll see what happens. It's fine.
Tomorrow night, but yeah. Maybe we can start a little.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Speaking of which, I should probably say now, and I will repeat this next week and tomorrow. Next Saturday is Passover. We are not streaming, probably.
Yeah, it seems very unlikely. Definitely not Saturday. Friday and Thursday are probably fine.
Friday and Thursday, yeah. Speaking of which, I have also realized... Oh, yes, that too. Well, actually, I don't know if we should talk about it now. Well, two things. One, I've discovered that if I am to take a particular path that I have discussed with most of you already in some respect, I would have to take unpaid leave for Yom Kippur, which feels illegal, but... See?
I mean, not because of where you... Wait, for Yom Kippur?
Yes.
That's thinking very far in the future.
I would not be given paid leave for the opportunity to use any paid leave for the first 6 months. Which makes some sense probationary, but even for a religious holiday, that feels a little less.
I mean, did you talk to these people about it?
Not yet, no. But
and that's something. I mean, if you are genuinely observant or you plan to observe it, I mean that is a conversation to have, and I think it's honestly also a good way to gauge whether or not this is something you're interested in. Is to ask them and say, by the way, here's my thoughts. And honestly, their reaction, their response to that might be telling. So ask them.
Very good. Yeah, it also would be telling because there's no Jewish people in the place where that would be.
I mean, it's not like it's that unusual. What are we at? 0.2%, 0.02% of the population?
I know, and I know outside of the
So,
larger cities, that's pretty scarce. Comparatively scarce, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The other thing I wanted to say is that my family is having a smaller Passover celebration with just like the four of us, maybe my sister's boyfriend boyfriend as well. And then we'll possibly do like a larger informal one later. But my father and I have been discussing. My father has been asking me how he can change the Haggadah because we have some. How we can have our Haggadah be a little bit more. Try to speak a little bit more, if however subtly, towards basically it's a message of, and this is the language I thought we should try to do, is we should strive to not let injustice foment injustice and such, which is me trying to think of a very coded way of saying please stop expressing joy over the suffering of Palestinians, because we
I mean, if
have
it's for your family, you don't have to be coded about it.
well
My dad
except
got it in year just to rewrite the entire Haggadah. So instead of using a store bought one, we just use printouts that my dad just made.
yes,
He was
that's
like,
what
"Yep."
we've done our whole lives. But the thing
So,
is that's what we've done for like when we have the big Passover with like 20 people. And he wasn't sure if we were going to be doing that this year because the three main families that come together for the religious Jewish holidays, except for us, they are all quite Zionist.
well, that's a problem then, isn't it?
That's what?
A problem then, isn't it?
Yes, and so when we were still planning on having that, he was like, I want you to help me try to come up with language for this that we can use to try to speak to this element without, being explicit about it, because we don't want to upset people, but at the same time I feel this needs to be said, which I feel like you're trying to have it both ways at that point, but I get what he's trying to do and say. So the best I came up with was trying to speak more broadly to a message of cyclical violence, and please do not allow bad things that happen to you before to that you want to do bad things in the future, etc. And that itself is not really necessarily related to Passover, because although I guess it is kind of, because it is depicting the departure from Egypt, and there is actually a line that I've always found particularly poignant in the version of the Haggadah that my sister made when I was growing up, which was that the bitter herbs is supposed, and the salted water is supposed to represent God's agony at inflicting death and suffering upon others of his children in the Egyptians, because they are still humans.
I should mention that was what I wrote so the long in the before times, my bar mitzvah portion was Bo, which is death of the firstborn. I ignored that being the firstborn. I talked to Stet. I've never gotten that. It's one of the things that makes me very annoyed with the Old Testament or the Bible or the Jewish Torah. Is the plagues and the hardening of the heart, and then they die, and then God gets mad about it. And I'm like, you did this. Like, Pharaoh was literally not doing anything until you hardened. Like, after the first 3 plagues, dude was ready to break. Like, Pharaoh was like, I'm gonna do it. And then it says but God hardened Pharaoh's heart, and then he kills him, and then he gets mad about it. I'm like, what? Like, this is all on you. Why are you getting mad about it? So I've never really understood that part of the Torah.
Did Pharaoh actually die in that, or was it just his soldiers?
Yeah. He dies in the sea. He dies in the sea. I believe the sea closes on him and his army, right?
Oh, I didn't realize he was. I forgot that he was.
I believe he was leading it.
Let me check something. Biblical narrative.
I mean, I'd have to reread it while he died.
The biblical narrative is Plagues of Egypt. Thank you, Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia.
Yes, please do not let Wikipedia get destroyed. Fun.
Well, did you know that for just $1, you too could... Anyway, sorry. The Wikipedia ads are a bit of a meme at this point.
Yes.
Mind you, I think it's a pretty decent thing to donate to, should you have the money and wish to do
Okay,
so.
yeah, according to Wikipedia's... Yeah, Psalm 136, verse 15, Pharaoh is also destroyed, apparently.
He's pretty sure he died.
Yeah, okay.
Like, obviously, historically, that did not happen. I don't really think the texts differ. I'm pretty sure the I mean, their translations differ, so there's definitely some subtleties and differences. But I do believe the general rub of it is that the Old Testament is the Torah, with like very little editing. That's my understanding of it. But anyway, we've gotten very far off topic, as we're wont to do. And before it gets way too late, we probably should get back to this.
Hold on, wait, Vincent. Wait, where's the evidence that it's supposed to be Ramses II?
It is. I've heard that before. It's just about timelines and figuring out when all these events were happening and how did it work. It just got narrowed down to this the pharaoh this was most likely talking about was Ramses II.
Okay,
but again,
I'm pretty sure Ramses is not killed by the Red Sea.
No, he's not, because again, like, it's not an accurate text.
Yeah, also, it's more like Ramesses.
Still.
Yeah, because Ramses died of, according to his mummy, didn't he die of like a dental infection?
Duh.
Anyways, what? Wait, what the fuck about Nero? Nero? Oh god. This is a distressing idea. Also, fun fact: Nero was given the very unfortunate distinction of one of the earliest examples of a ugly chin strap beard.
Chin strap beards are really funny, though. Like, comically funny. Just like, it's just like your hair, just like the whole thing is great. I say this as someone with a beard, by the way. I have what we call the lazy man's beard, in that I haven't trimmed it to make a shape or any style of beard. It's just there. It's just beard.
Yeah, I cannot grow facial hair. Okay, I'm sorry. I know we've gone off track. I just need to say something else. So, it wasn't the reason I started shaving, but I know you know about the whole how often do you think about the Roman Empire meme thing. That is relatively common for me, because in part, obviously medieval studies is important to that. But I based for so much of my early shaving the mentality of, there is a specific line in the first Asterix and Obelix, the first Asterisk comic, where the Centurion, who's the first villain, is telling his commanding his sub-commanding Centurion, a good legionnaire should be clean-shaven, which is after they all drink the potion that makes them grow excessive facial hair. And I'm like, okay, I want to be like a Roman legionnaire, so I'm gonna shave my face.
Is the first Asterix comic, because it's been going, it's like the longest running comic series. It's been going on forever.
I don't think there's more that are being produced.
Publication date 29th of October 1959. So there you go. There's your answer. The first Asterix was published in 1959. That's just what I wanted to know. I just know it's been going on forever.
That's fair. But yeah, so apparently they did their fucking research on the periods that they were spoofing Gascony, etc. And so apparently Yes, it was standard for the Roman legionnaire to be clean-shaven, but after a point, beards came back into fashion. Not usually among the legionnaires, but among the senatorial class, because the senators and like patricians, especially once it became cool to be Greeker, because beards were seen as a sign of a Greek man. And so once Hellenization was in vogue, everybody wanted to be bearded up. But, legionnaires still couldn't be.
No, I was just reading something in the humor about how they translate it. Basically, in Italian, apparently, Obelix's "These Romans Are Crazy" is basically translated as an expansion of SPQR.
Nice. Yeah. No. The translation of Asterix and Obelix is in. Translation is an art form, but it is like the magnum opus, and it's
very.
Perfect. It's so good.
It's just very hard because according to Wikipedia, which is what I'm skimming through the article, it's very difficult because a lot of the humor was regional and based on France and the French language. So it's very difficult to translate in terms of that. Like, yes, you could translate it directly, but the humor might be lost. Is essentially what the problem.
But they do a fantastic job of keeping a lot of the same jokes in a good way, and by maintaining a lot of the regional dialect-like jokes in different translational regional dialects. Like, if I remember correctly, the Germans in the English translation, like the Goths, which are basically spoofing the Germans in the English translation, are basically, talking like stereotypical, West Germans trying to speak English, that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I do think I'm sure it got very good later, but there was, again, per Wikipedia, there was a delay in the translation originally because of these concerns.
I see.
Keep in mind, I know nothing about this topic. This is just from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, and for just $5, you could anyway.
Anyways, are you gonna have it like that all the time from now? Let me think about it a little more. I might want to change it back again. We are not. Well then, let's leave out hairstyles and assemble. Today's a big day after all. Marth's getting assassinated. Chris the Ordinary, today's the day we've been waiting for. The day we accept our knighthood. It's thanks to Chris the Ordinary that we've come this far. Aren't you all glad that I conceded commandership to him? Oh, Luke, boisterous till the end. But he does have a point. We made it this far because you were here, Chris. It wasn't just me alone, it was the strength of us as a team. But it was because you, Commander, led us that we were able to succeed. I'm honestly grateful.
It's actually because the little archer boy has dummy stats.
Yeah, it's actually because this kid is like a dummy, like,
the little archer boy with a fucking bowl cut is dummy thick for some reason.
Yeah. Yes, me too. Chris, thank you so much. I'm not very good at accepting praise, but, what are you, embarrassed? You're such a cutie, right, Katerina? Indeed, Cecile. Chris, the time since we met sure has gone in a blink of an eye, hasn't it? I see you did not respond to the claim, elaborate on the Cecile's claim that Chris is cute. I won't ever forget the time that we spent Oh, wait a second.
What?
I just realized what's about to happen.
Uh-huh. Well, anyway, you continue.
Hey, is something wrong? I wouldn't expect you of all people to suddenly get nostalgic. Indeed. It's being strange, aren't I?
Like, what, 2 weeks?
Sorry. Probably been a couple months. It's time, everyone. We should head to the ceremony room. Our induction will be held there. Yeah, I know what's happening. Chris, to the front. Yes, sir. In the name of Altea's great ancestor, Henri, by my name, Chris, I dub thee Sir Chris the Ordinary. Now you are Altean knights. You've done well up until now. I'm a knight. To think this day has finally come. I almost didn't think we would make it. I'm so happy, I think I'm gonna cry. Well, I'm not going to cry or do anything silly like that. Aww. Sire, Sir Jagan, what in the world has happened that's important for you to interrupt this sacred induction? It's an attack! Altea Castle is under attack by an enemy force. What? What are their numbers? Don't know. I just know they're in the castle. I will assume command. You lot stay here and protect the prince. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. Yes, I have figured this out. Hey, things are getting dangerous. Should we go and help too? There's no need to be worried. Plenty of soldiers protecting the castle. I realize I've given Rhodey like 4 different accents. I'm trying to settle on a British accent. If it really is an attack, then the soldiers won't be able to help because I drugged them. Yeah, I realized it. Yep.
You realized it after, she was bludgeoning you over the head with it?
Fine. I realized
Katarina was definitely doing the woe is me thing.
I mean, okay, fine. I don't think she wasn't quite bludgeoning over the head. It was her talking about, like, I'm glad that we had this time together. That's all.
No, like it wasn't really obvious till this chapter, but come this chapter, it started getting pretty obvious.
I mean, I started to get a little weirded out last chapter when she was getting kind of weird. I started to think, like, okay, what's up when she started talking about, getting beaten and such. During the night chapters, and she was like, so, I can't sleep, etc., etc. It won't kill them.
No, it's not subtle as we point. Like, it's not necessarily obvious what's going to happen until you get to a chapter called Assassination. Before that, it's kind of like it's obvious something's up. You're like, okay, what is up with this chick? Like, what plot point are we doing? And then there's a chapter called Assassination, and Katarina's like, damn, it sure was great all the time we spent together. It's like, okay, yeah, come on. So, it's just... Anyway, we've been betrayed. It's such a shame. This unit was such a core part of our strategy, sitting on the bench, keeping it warm with everyone else.
They won't be able to move well for a few days. Katarina, what are you saying? There's someone who can move freely within the castle, but they can easily drug the guards, act as a guide for their accomplices. So you can be trusted you will spend every day waiting for such an opportunity. Those were my orders. What? Is this some kind of twisted joke?
Kill every last one of them!
Different cutscene.
I know, but it doesn't matter.
True.
The memes are memes, and memes are eternal. Memes don't differentiate on different sorts of cutscenes or games or things like that. Memes unite
They do,
everyone.
actually. They do, but yes.
Yeah, kill every last one of them is Gronder 2, I believe.
Yes. Kill every last one of them is Gronder 2.
Twisted
and then Twisted is the Flame Emperor reveal in Blue Lions. Yes.
Honestly, that's such a weird... Like, it's so weird, because they get this full cutscene, and it's super well done, but, like, none of the other routes have that, which is odd.
Including the ones where you are her teacher.
Like, yeah, Crimson Flower, well, I mean, not... Like, Crimson Flower Sacred Snow doesn't have it, because the cutscene is right before it's before the choice, actually. So it's really odd that it's not there. And it's also really weird that Claude doesn't either, like, it's really weird that Claude doesn't have it where he's either like, holy shit, I was fucking wrong, or, like, one where he's like, yeah, I kind of knew, though. Which would have fit with his character. Claude is disappointed because Claude's there, but then they just made Yuri, which is Claude, but better.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
Claude
another
doesn't actually scheme. That's kind of the problem.
And when he schemes badly,
it's like
he does in Three Hopes.
He's so smart in scheming, but he doesn't really do that. Whereas with Yuri, they're like, yeah, he's got like 6 different identities. He's got an entire group of underground assassins. Yuri schemes.
Yeah, I will say, I do think that's something that Crimson Flower and Sacred Snow do, Silver Snow do. That's just a lot worse overall. Is they have Edelgard reveal herself before the end of the chapter instead of it being a dramatic reveal at the very end of the combat, like from the start of the map. Like, she's got her helmet off and she's talking about, yeah, I'm Edelgard. I was a Flame Emperor. Da, da, da. And so
it's also really weird because you figured that would be the choice. Like, especially, like, what if you're playing Crimson Flower? It's just like, hey, Edelgard, remember the time we almost killed you?
Yes.
Like, wouldn't it have been better if you, like... Because Byleth makes a choice, and so it's kind of weird to fight Edelgard first. Like, you imagine, like, what was that whole chapter for then? Just to kill Metody because we didn't like him? I mean, fair, but
yeah,
like,
that's fair. that's
maybe that was the game. Maybe Edelgard was like, I know Violet's gonna side with me, but I really need this fucker dead. He's pissing me off.
Yeah,
Actually, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Just if Hubert kill him, that's what he does for a living.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is that even on Crimson Flower, Edelgard admits that she did not think you would side with her, Violet would side with her until they did. So, it made no sense to reveal her identity unless she knew that Violet was gonna,
But I mean, you're right that just from a narrative standpoint, it's just so much more dramatic and impactful to have it revealed in a moment of shock rather than at the beginning of a chapter just be like, hey, guess what? It's me!
Yeah.
Like, you are right that narratively the impact is much bigger at the end.
Yeah. Like, even in Golden Deer, where you don't get a cutscene, but when you defeat the Flame Emperor, it, like, the helmet disappears, and then it's Edelgard's frame for the last dialogue before it starts the conversation is better, because it's like, oh my god, it's the moment.
Three Houses is some of my favorite kind of foreshadowing. I think it's really well done. Like, again, Three Houses it's very strong. It's weak in some ways, but it's strong in a lot of ways. I actually think the foreshadowing is so well done. Like, one of my pet peeves is when there's like a plot twist, but it comes out of fucking nowhere, and you're like, okay, but how was I supposed to know that? And then the opposite is where it's like you're getting hit over the head with it. So you're like, yeah, okay, I get it. This person's evil. Like, can we just like get over it? Three Houses is the perfect one where you don't, like, even if you're paying super close attention, you might not necessarily realize it, but it's possible. And that way, when the twist is revealed and you're doing like a replay or another route, and you see the pieces fall into place, you're like, oh shit, how did I miss this? It was so clear, but it really wasn't the first time. And it's like that perfect sweet spot of foreshadowing. So I just have to say a lot of praise for that. It's really hard to do, and I think they did a really good job.
Regarding Red's question, I am not. I feel like the sorry. Yes, you have this time again. Hi, Vincent. I believe that the route split. Oh, do you mean the route split decision for Silver Snow? And
no, I think red just means the route split itself.
Okay, well, the different, like, if you mean the three houses and then eventually the four choices, the four routes, that was planned from the beginning. That was actually based upon the relationship between Sigurd, Quan, and Eldigan.
The colors,
and also the colors. That was based upon them. Their like kind of relationship in studying at Valhalla, but and so that was what Garrick Mach is also based on. But in terms of, so that was designed from the start. In terms of Black Eagles splitting into Crimson Flower or Silver Snow, that was decided later in development. There were you were actually not originally able to side with Edelgard at all. And part of the big twist is that, what if there was a Fire Emblem game where you lose the Lord and you have to fight the Lord? But enough QA testers were like, I kind of want to side with Edelgard if I have the option, that they decided... What?
I just decided some, like, Edelgard's kind of right. I mean, jokes aside, I think the problem, and I mean, this is what makes Edelgard interesting, is that her position is not inherently wrong. Like, her position is advocating for a much stronger meritocracy that resonates with most players, because most of us live in what we would hope at least are meritocracies, where we're not burdened. Like, I mean, we don't, but it's idealistic that resonates with a lot of players. The problem is, of course, that she starts a freaking war to get there, which a lot of players are, of course, not comfortable with. And that's kind of the beauty of it, is it's really hard to outright say she's wrong or right. Because on the one hand, again, the ideals, I would say, are things that no one disagrees with. Like, even the characters in the game, like Dimitri and Claude, don't inherently disagree with Edelgard's position and ideals. They disagree with her starting a war. And again, I think that is the beauty of Three Houses writing, is that contradictory feeling that it invokes in the player of, like, well, she's not wrong, but also, like, maybe we shouldn't start a war. And I do think Three Houses does a very good job on a lot of its narrative focus. I do think it has a couple flaws in the finer details, but overall, I do, for all that I will argue about it, I do think it does a very good job with a lot of stuff.
I agree with you, except that I can see Edelgard's points, but I still don't fundamentally. But I also really...
crest-based society where it's purely based on bloodline? That's for me.
No.
That's for me.
I am pretty sure that like even I really don't have this conversation. I'm tired, but I did want to say that
really funny. I will say there's a really funny forging bonds in Fire Emblem Heroes. It's for Brave Edelgard, where essentially she's like, I'm in a new world in Aster. Maybe I should like talk to. It's like basically just her being like talking to dragons and different viewpoints and seeing like the dragon's viewpoint. And for some really stupid reason, probably because the writers of Fe are some of the most incompetent people on the entire fucking planet, they have her talk to literally the only dragon that indisputably proves her right. They have her talk to Milla, who again is like the main plot of Shadows of Valentia is essentially that like dragon degenerative disease has caught up with Duma and Milla, and they're like about to fucking destroy the world because they're going cuckoo.
Yes,
and I'm like Edelgard could have talked to Sophis, to Tiki, to Naga, to like literally anyone besides Milla, and instead they talk to the one person who like actually just straight up proves her correct. It's insane. Like, it's like they might as well have had her just talk to Grima, who is like, yeah, I'm going to destroy the world. What are you going to do about it? Like, it's so dumb. Anyway, the writers of Fe are incompetent is actually the point of that. It has nothing to do with Edelgard. You fell into my trap to trash talk Fe again.
Well, I'm always happy for that, but
it's just so psychotic. It's like funny how insane it is. Also, just the missed opportunity of Sophis just being there to be like, nah, I had nothing to do with this.
Okay, well, first off, good filibuster. Well done. Unfortunately, still disagree. But yes, I hear what I don't think me not thinking Edelgard is right is like, yes, I think the crest-based society is perfect and deserves has.
What part you disagree with? Like I
don't think that her solution is one that okay, God, are we really gonna do this again? I am so another 6 years of Three Houses discourse.
That's what I said, though. I said her solution. I said her solution is the problem. Like I said, the war is the problem, not the ideals.
Well,
like,
I also don't think the
borderline suicidal. Like, let's be real here.
Well, she's not borderline suicidal. She is, but
yeah, she's like actually that's true. She's actively suicidal.
So that's
the thing. Like that's her conversations with like Linhardt and Ferdinand. We're like, so what's your plan? And Edelgard's like, oh, I don't fucking have one. That's what you're.
Okay, you are reminding me of the excellent Shez Dimitri support, where Shez asked Dimitri like, how do you envision like your perfect future? And he's like, I envision myself dying, having accomplished great deeds for my people. And Shez is like, I don't like that every time I ask you what your ideal future is, it involves you dying.
Yeah, no, I mean, Edelgard is like to say, like, I do love that, like, Linhardt is like, wait, did you not think, like, Linhardt and Ferdinand are like, wait, did you not think about this? And Edel's like, it's all on you, have fun, Linhardt. And Linhardt's like, no, stop. And she's like, too late.
Okay, anyways, I'm so tired, both right now and just of this. I'm tired of all these people. I'm tired of all their of being caught up in the tangle of their lives. It's been 6 fucking years. Yes, thank you.
Well-written.
Yes. But I will say that I don't think that what she puts forward, not even her solution in terms of like, the yes, it was war of the war, but also just like what she replaces it with is just like it's oligarchy. It's elective oligarchy because it's still the most powerful families controlling everything. Like she wins the war and then she like appoints Ferdinand as prime minister. Like by her own logic, I guess maybe maybe she's arguing that like his deeds in the war.
Again, Ferdinand started at the Officers Academy. He is talented. Like I mean, here's also the thing.
No, I love. He's the best boy. I love him. I'm not disputing that, but I just feel like I don't know.
I mean, again, it's interesting to consider. Like, it's also difficult because all the like most of the characters we know are but again, especially in Black Eagles, most of the characters are in that
literally just Dorothea. Literally just Dorothea. Petra technically, but she is a noble because I would say she's a commoner in Fodlan, but she is nobility where she's from.
No, I mean she's literally a hostage.
Yes. I mean, but that doesn't mean she's not. She's a hostage because she's noble.
Right, no, I know, and I know.
Okay, thank you, Vincent. Vincent put it. Like, it's not who she picks; it's the system that she sets up. She talks a bit about like it being a a system of meritocratic, like not even necessarily like electoralism. No, she doesn't do electoralism. Dimitri does, but like a meritocratic system where the best compete. But the thing is every time that kind of thing has been done,
well, I can't believe essentially the United States, like it's fucked because you don't have an equal starting line.
Yes, because people do not have equal starting lines, and that's part of why when Ferdinand brings up we need equal education and free education, which would help make the equal starting line, she's like, I did not think of that, and I'm like, yes. That's a problem that you didn't think of that.
I know, but that's my point, is Edelgard, much in the same vein as Lysithea, and again, this is why it's an interesting character, Edelgard has no interest in living beyond her war. Like, I'm not even sure Edelgard wants to win her war. Like, she wants to start it, but it's also unclear if she just is like, I'm just gonna die. Like, it's
I
really
will
unclear.
say that even like
it's also unclear how much agency she has in general. I mean, the Agarthans basically kidnapped her from a young age and did some experiments. Like, her own agency is very questionable.
I will say that I will say that the war, which is the war, what is it good for? Is the agent is the catalyst of change in all the endings because is the catalyst of change in the endings because it is what forced the change, but I don't think the war was necessary. What?
Yeah, it's based. I mean, war is a massive upheaval.
No, but I don't think. I think that the system was. I can't believe I'm saying this. I swear I'm not like an incrementalist. I like the system. People knew it wasn't working. It was going to change. It was on its way to change.
Only people who were getting fucked by it with no power knew it wasn't working. The people in power who have
Rhea and Sedith, who are literally at the top of the chain, know it doesn't work. They don't like it.
Rhea was not going to do shit about it.
Oh god, come back. It's not 4, Axor, it's 6 years. 6 years of the House's discourse.
No, it's another 4. We're gonna go to a decade. I do think though, again, that's kind of the point of it, like, I do wonder if Edelgard intended to win the war. Like, there is I do think that's one of the interesting of it, is like, did she just intend for the war to cause change, but had no intent of doing it herself? Like, there is definitely a possibility where she's started the war to, like, get rid of not only the church, who she has a problem with, but also Twisted. Like, it's entirely possible.
I do think that it's kind of a really elaborate, like, suicide gambit, because like, even if it's the idea, like, even if she dies, my ideals will have changed the world already, and that's what I wanted to do. I will say that I'd still feel like her anger is misplaced, because, like I've talked to you about before, like, okay, Rhea's not gonna fucking change it. Yes, the system's been the way it is forever. It needs to change. She knows it needs to change. She changes it in Silver Snow because of what happened. But what I wanted to say is also that, like, I feel like if she's blaming the Crests for shit, she needs to. Why is she siding with the people who literally made the Crests a thing?
Well, that's just Crimson Flower's problematic writing, where she doesn't turn on them as soon as it's over, and they just do it all off screen. Because, again, using them and then immediately being like, all right, the war's over, it's time to go kill them. Hubert, thank you for fighting their base, let's just nuke them. Or, let's attack them while they're not expecting it. Like, that's just a missed opportunity of the writing. Again, like I said, Crimson Flower has a ton of flaws, and that is one of them. They absolutely should have gone to Shambhala, killed them. And I don't really think that's a fault of the characters, I think that's a fault of the writing.
Okay, yes, but again, like,
and don't get me wrong, it's a problem.
Yeah, like, because again, if you're blaming the people who are... I feel like there's a difference between blaming the people who maintain the system and blaming people who set up the system. Because...
anyway, no, Axel's conversation actually came from memes.
It literally just came from, is this some kind of twisted joke? And, kill every last one of them. God, I can't.
Well, it specifically came from us mentioning what chapters they were in, and then talking about the Holy Tube, and then talking about how bad the reveal is in other routes.
Yes, and everything that's not Blue Lions. Also,
I mean, obviously, if you get a full animated cutscene versus no cutscene, like, the cutscene's going to probably be better. Unless it's a really stupid cutscene in a weird point, like, sprinting headfirst into Camilla's boobs, because someone thought Fire Emblem Fates needed that. God, what a shit game. Anyway.
Also, actually, I think that...
That was my multi-layered trap. Not only was it a joke for Faye, actually all along just another chance for me to bash Fates. You don't understand. I was playing the long con. You just walked right into my trap. You just had no idea.
Yes, fair enough. Axor, I do think that is a mischaracterization of Edelgard. Like, I am extremely and strongly critical of her, absolutely 145%, but I don't think she is trying to burn the world and rule the ashes. That's not what she's trying to do.
Oh no, I think it's pretty clear. Like, again, it's up for debate whether or not she wanted to win. That's what I've been saying is, like, the reason her plan is bad is because I think it's deliberately bad. Like, I think Edelgard is of two minds. Like, I think she's almost like the dog who catches the car but then doesn't know what to do with it. Like, part of it is she starts a war to invoke change, but probably intending to die. I mean, as we've said, she is like full-on, like, headlong sprint suicidal.
So
if she does win, she knows she has allies, like, from her supports. She has allies like Ferdinand, like Hubert, like Linhardt, like Petra, like Dorothea, who will do things. Like, with Linhardt and Caspar alone, she basically can run the entire empire without having to do anything, even in the event that she dies. Lynn and Caspar are the lineages that essentially just control the empire. Yeah. So really, it mostly just, again, seems to be an excuse to get rid of the church and those who slither in the dark, and then just let the chips fall where they may. Like, I agree. I don't think she has a plan, but I think that's almost by design.
I
think that, like, I mean, again, Edelgard is a deeply flawed, deeply hurt human being.
Yes, everybody in that game is
out against the church and twisted, and that's really her core. Like, the reform is there, and the reform is due to her anger at, like, what resulted in this whole thing. But I think revenge is actually the primary driver. I don't really think her ideals are the primary driver. I think the ideals are the means to the end for her, and her end is destroy the church, destroy Twisted, and also possibly die.
Okay, I hear you,
again,
except
all of that sort of snowballs into what this is.
I hear that. Two things. One, again, I feel like she's aiming her anger at the wrong people because, like, the church hates the Agarthids, obviously, because the Agarth...
Yeah, but you want them both gone.
Okay. Well, okay, except if I will say that I feel like she's siding with the wrong people regardless. Yes, Axor.
I do think that's a strong weakness of Crimson Flower. Like, because it also happens in the cutscene at the end of the, like, they're like, and then Hubert just wiped Twisted off the map off screen. I'm like, okay, but, like, really, guys?
But I mean, like, even beyond that, like, I know that this is part of the tragedy of the situation, that nobody fucking talked about it, and therefore a lot of the problems that might have been solved by talking just weren't. But, like, I feel like, she does have a minor memory erasure of her time with Dimitri. She doesn't remember her time living in the kingdom because of the experiments, but that's about it.
But, like, she does remember Dimitri because, like, they have a talk later where it's pretty clear that they know each other. So she
specifically is like, oh, I remember now. I gave you this knife.
Okay, yeah, I just couldn't remember that exact thing, but yeah, sure.
She did forget that she lived in the kingdom.
It was very important she forgot that so that they couldn't talk for 5 minutes to figure things out, because that's the thing.
I just feel like the tragedy of the game is that if you got everybody literally sitting, if you got Rhea, Edelgard, Dimitri, Claude sitting in a single room together for 20 minutes, they would solve, like, talk and figure everything out and be like, oh, you hate those.
No.
Let me finish my fucking thought. Please.
I mean, fine, go ahead.
Maybe they wouldn't figure everything out, but they would at least understand where everybody is coming from, and there wouldn't be so much of this, like, oh God, what is she trying to do? What is he trying to do? Etc., etc. They would talk, and they wouldn't maybe solve everything, but they would solve something. And they would also probably all have sex.
No, I mean, I strongly disagree, because I think there was no chance Rhea compromises.
Like, I think you are underestimating how tired she is.
No, she's proven that without outside interference, she will not give up the control she has, because
this is the outside interference, is them talking about this.
No, that's not enough. Rhea has proven that she is an extremely strong single... Like, Rhea has one single desire, right? And that desire is to see Sothis again. Like, that's it. That is all Rhea wants. But she also strongly believes in... Because of Rhea's past trauma, Rhea is, like, die hard. The humans cannot go about their own business, or they will, like, kill me, kill Seth, kill... Like, she has a lot of baggage, and that's part of it. There is absolutely no chance Rhea cedes control. Like, it is built into her character that she cannot and will not do that until she's, like, actually about to die. Like, that's the only reason she does it.
I think that this doesn't take into account the fact that by the timeline of the game, she is just tired of all of this shit.
Like, she's also still trying all of the same shit she's doing. That's the point of that's how Byleth came to exist. Is
yes,
Rhea
except
was doing
it doesn't work, and she's like, she basically gives up at that point. Like when Byleth sits in the Holy Tomb and nothing happens, she basically gives up. But I feel like you're also assuming that, like, if this is the Edelgard that is taking directing the anger at the church, at Rhea, instead of at the Agarthans, I feel like there's layers to the people who are not going to be flexible here. Because I hope also...
I mean, I was going to say, it's not that... Like Edelgard and Hubert spend pretty much all of Crimson Flower just being like, so we are going to stab them in the back. Like, Edelgard's every single conversation with Arundel / Talis is basically, we are going to stab each other in like 30 minutes. Like, they're like, and then you see this like they're siding with each other. They are not. They're allies of like very, very temporary.
Except I
and like the church would not agree to that. Like the church would treat like, I mean, it's basically that Twisted is so like underground and demonized that they're willing to basically buddy up with an enemy temporarily, and the church wouldn't do that. The church would not buddy up with
the Agarthans also seem to have some kind of leverage over her. Like that's why she takes Rhea hostage during the time skip, specifically at what?
Kind of weird they don't just kill her.
Well, she says she took Rhea hostage in order to have leverage against the Agarthans by basically saying, like, I have the person you want to kill. I'm not interested in killing her yet. It's a little bit ambiguous why. I think maybe because she could, like, unleash Rhea on them, or because she could get information from Rhea. Something like that.
I would have to say my guess of the Agarthan would probably just be they literally have nukes, which is kind of crazy.
Well, yes, no, I agree with that. Although there does seem to be a suggestion that only Talis still has the power or the knowledge to use them, because after he dies, they just don't use them again. Like for example,
they used them all up. Maybe they used all the uranium they could find and they couldn't build more.
I guess, but like the thing is that there's no nuke, there's no weapons. Okay, yeah, thank you. The insurance of, like, turning Rhea into a demonic beast, which is kind of fucked up. Like, I feel like we are glossing over that Edelgard, like, you know, has turned people into demonic beasts. Yes, that was most of the Agarthans, but, you know.
Yeah, no, again, I don't think Edelgard was ever trying to be morally right, because I do get the sense that she was trying to take all the sin upon herself and then die. Like, the point...
Wait, she's the penitent one from Blasphemous. Oh my god, she's taking all of the guilt of Custodia and all of the, like, sins that everybody is punishing themselves for and putting them into herself so that there can be no more sins and no more punishment.
That's just how Jesus works, right?
Just how what?
Jesus works. Like,
okay, yes, Jesus too.
I think you're going to a divergent source when you could have just gone straight to the Bible. Again. But yeah, no, I mean, I do think, like, that's deliberately, like, I mean, that's the whole point. Like, Hubert is like, oh yeah, I know, like, Hubert is, like, the farthest thing from blameless, but, you know, I mean, it's the reason why no one else in her house knows except for her and, like, Hubert, is, again, Edelgard is very clearly being like,
yes,
I will be evil and I will die, but then the Empire will live on through, you know, Hubert, or for Ferdinand.
Yes. Also, Axor, yes, that is probably accurate. Although I'm not quite familiar with who you're talking about, but that sounds accurate. But
it's talking about Twisted versus the Church, and again, I'm saying the Twisted's her only choice because the Church.
I said Axor, not Vincent.
Oh, Layloch is from Code Geass, which I've never watched, but I know of.
Yes, the Jesus thing. But I am out of energy to talk about this. We should not have talked about this. We are spending too much time talking about this.
Just how it goes. That's life.
I agree with Vincent's most recent point, but I feel like I have other thoughts on this that I can't really get my head on fuzzy enough to say beyond. First off, I apologize for yelling at you earlier. I did not mean to talk over you. I just wanted to finish my thought, and I apologize.
That's fine.
I do have... Yeah, there's other things. I don't necessarily agree that Rhea would be completely unwilling to change things. I think that it's important that the impetus for her changing things at the end of Silver Snow is the war that happened. I acknowledge that. But I also... It's not
just the war that happened. It's the war that happened and the fact that her life is imminently reaching its closure.
Well, except that it's also if she survives. If she survives Silver Snow, she implements those changes still.
Yeah, but I think she's still also because her... even if she survives, life is imminently reaching its end. It's pretty clear that even if she lives, I don't think she's going to live that much longer. And so she has no choice but to either let the changes happen after she passes or take control and make them while she still draws breath.
Okay, are you talking about, Verdant Wind, Golden Deer, or Silver Snow? Because in Silver Snow...
It's the same in all of them. I don't think Rhea makes it... Rhea, just even in general, even outside of the war, I'm pretty sure Rhea, just in general, given how long she's lived, is reaching the end of her lifespan. That's why she loses her shit.
I'm pretty sure she is, I don't think so. Because in endings where she survives in Silver Snow, whether she is romanced or not, and if she's romanced, she basically lives as long as Byleth does.
Does Byleth even have an extended lifespan, though? I'm not actually sure.
Yes.
I really don't know.
Byleth does, absolutely. There's in their romance with Yuri, who does have an extended lifespan. It is extended. But it's a little weird because a lot of endings don't bring that up, and that actually is a point of tragedy, I feel like. Byleth is going to outlive almost all their partners. But,
yeah, a lot of the stories don't do that. Not just Three Houses, I mean, just, in general, when dragons are involved, it usually isn't brought up. I don't think it's at all brought up. Well, first of all, FE7 skirts around the whole issue by just being anyway, Ninian dies, the end.
Yeah.
I think Fa doesn't have any paired endings because Fa's a child, and FE6 didn't really do that.
Yes.
I don't think it mentions it. Yeah, I don't think it mentions it for Sophia though, which is interesting.
Well, Sophia's a half dragon.
Sophia does have an extended lifespan, and Sophia can get paired endings with Roy. But I don't think Sophia's mentioned that at all.
Yeah.
In general, and even in modern games with Tiki and other characters, I'm not sure it's really mentioned.
Maybe, but what I was going to say is that, even in endings where Rhea survives, whether she's romanced or not, there's no mention of, and she died shortly afterwards in Silver Snow.
Well, it's not mentioned in her endings. It's mentioned in, the course of the game where Rhea, it's abundantly clear that she's, basically out of energy.
No? What the hell are you talking about?
Claude rescues her and she's very weak.
Yes,
from,
that's a Verdant Wind. In Verdant Wind, what's killing her is that she got nuked in the fucking face.
Well, I mean, that's one of it. But I'm also pretty sure that in Silver Snow, isn't it, after you beat the shit out of her, it's
yes, there's the cutscene that shows her sort of dying, but it's weird. If you get an A support with her, even if you don't romance her, all of the endings talk about her being alive.
No, I'm pretty sure she lives.
We've repeated ourselves dozens of times, Axor. It's that one Xenoblade It's that one Xenoblade Chronicles 3 guy. How many times has this happened?
Well, I mean, that's any time loop. I mean, you could also say, surely you've seen Groundhog Day. Thank you, that's where I'm going with this. Okay, I gotta go back to Wikipedia, guys.
Okay, but no, in both Verdant Wind and Silver Snow, she eats a nuke to the face, but in Silver Snow, it's a little weird that it doesn't really happen in Verdant Wind, but in Silver Snow, basically the exertion of turning into dragon form and taking that blast in that state basically makes her lose control of her ability to turn into it. Seteth talks about this, that she has lost the ability to really go back and forth between it in that state. Which just kind of speaks a little bit to the dragon degeneration a little bit, although I think that you are making a little too might have a point on that, but like if you get an A support with Rhea at the end of Silver Snow, she doesn't die. She just doesn't. Like,
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry.
No, anyway, I was just looking. What I was looking up was what was the earliest time loop story because I got really interested in that. From what I can find from Wikipedia, again, there were a couple examples, but Wikipedia cites the Russian novel in 1915, "Strange Life of Ivan Osokin," where the main character gets his to live his life over, but struggles to change it the second time around. The episode "The Man Who Murdered Time" in a radio drama, "The Shadow," is 1939. Time Machine That's Stuck. Then there's another short story on February 1941, Repetition of a Perfect Day, which is... Oh, that's the short story that appears. Okay, that's 41 still. So it looks like the time loop stick thing goes back to like the very early 1900s. I did find an example.
That's also where the term robot comes from.
I did find another example earlier from someone on a different site, like not Wikipedia though. They cite some things, but it does look like 1915 might be about the earliest. I do see Christmas Day from 1892 referenced, but I do also see a refutation, I guess is that word? I see a refutation of that in a different post saying that although it features repetition, time still is moving forward, so it's not a loop.
I think we really got to wrap up. Thank you, Vincent.
Yes, that.
Sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off. I do think that we need to.
Do I think they'll remake more games? Yes, I absolutely think
they absolutely will. If they're not remaking Genealogy, they're gonna remake like the GBAs, and if they're not remaking the GBAs, which they should, they're gonna remake.
I think they'll remake Genealogy eventually. I think there's no come on, they remade SOV. There's absolutely no reason to remake SOV if you're not also going to remake like Genealogy.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only one I think they could possibly skip is 3C because of how absolutely insane it is. But I feel like if they're just remaking games in order outside of popularity, because like you're not remaking SOV for popularity's sake, I feel at that point they might as well just remake them.
Okay, I do want to clarify something. Rhea does survive if you get an A support in Silver Snow or if you're Romancer. I do personally think that the ending is a little more powerful. Is more powerful if she doesn't survive for those reasons. Not because I dislike her, but because I think it works better in the context of what the story is trying to do and say, and also just for the cutscene. For Silver Snow, and in Verdant Wind, she just dies. There's no to it. So I guess I just wanted to say that because I do kind of a little bit agree with the idea that that kind of change is maybe not something that she would only do if she's dying, but that she sees urgency in doing if she's dying. But I also feel as if I've lost my train of thought. I think that she would see the urgency to do the change is something that is effectuated by her man. I do agree with that. Go ahead.
What? No, that's fine. Whatever you want.
I was gonna say I think that them remaking the Teles games as a package deal is exactly as likely as them remaking the Jigdraw games as a package deal, which is to say completely unlikely.
Yeah, the games are just too different. Teles Duology has... I'm trying to think if there's any separate mechanics between the two. And I mean, other than some weapons being different... Okay. I mean, they could just bundle them together, but at that point, like, why bother?
At that point, I feel like
the bigger problem is actually FE6 and 7 because they're on the GBA. At first glance, they look extremely similar.
And because they're on the GBA and one is a prequel
very differently. Yeah, but they play very differently, and I don't think they should be remade at the same time. Like, again, FE6 is a player-focused game. It relies heavily on high-accuracy weapons like swords, and and FE7 is the opposite. It's a very enemy phase focused game that relies on sending a strong unit in with a javelin or hand axe and killing you literally every
Okay.
time.
I am going to just veto any further discussion so we can get to the end of the cutscene and then go to bed, because we have been talking about this for an hour.
Well, we switched topics a couple times, but sure.
You have done absolutely nothing wrong, Emmett. You are fine and wonderful and perfect. What?
I was not worried about doing something wrong.
Well, yes, but I do want to wind this down.
Confidence in that.
Fair enough. You know what? That's fair.
Which is rare, but here we are.
Alright, anyways, let's... Katarina, wait, where are you going? You can't just go outside. I am not Katarina. Excuse me. Oh my god, it's the Agarthans.
Did no one really think to stop her? Like, she's just walking away and none of you are like, maybe we should stop her? Like, none of you wanted to do this?
Oh my god, it's this bitch. My real name is Ein. My reason for coming here was to kill Prince Marth. Oh, okay. Talk.
The enemy? What? Lynn is here?
Hey! Where the hell is this? Why is Katarina? I don't know either. When I think about it, some signs, although I never imagined it would come to this. I doubt you could even imagine it. That which commanded the stars, giving life its fullest brilliance. Elden Ring. Oh, Elden Ring. Shattered by someone.
Oh, I was thinking of the
look into the sky.
I was thinking of the Pro-CG thing where it's like, damn, guy be a traitor. His machinations are beyond understanding.
What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to send Katarina?
You at them. We are knights. Protecting Prince Marth is our foremost duty. Kill the bitch. Okay, I didn't see that was Marth for a second. I was like, why is Chris doubled?
Prepare for trouble.
Chris, it seems we've fallen into the enemy's trap. It's far too dangerous to fight them head-on like this. Besides, this is your knighthood ceremony. I don't want to lose promising people in a place like this. Please leave everything to me. Find a way of escaping alone. You don't need to. Speak no further, sire. I shall fight alongside you. But, sire, you told me before that you don't want to let your comrades die. I'm the same. Just like you, sire, wish to protect us. I, too, wish to protect you. That's what I believe. Chris. Hold it, Chris. I won't let you hold the spotlight off of yourself.
Oh, Luke, it's way too late for that, you poor boy.
I agree with Luke. We are knights. Protecting our liege is our duty. Yeah, I want to protect Prince Marth too.
Well, you can, because you have the highest defense on this team. Now go body block some people, small archer boy.
Unfortunately, I think Kane has beaten him right now. Actually, no, I think Kane has the same defense. So
no, I don't think he has. I think going 3 for 3 on defense has made this boy thick.
That's right. We are the 7th platoon. We defeated all our enemies so far. We can do it. Everyone. Alright, then are you all ready? No kidding! The 7th platoon shall battle together with the prince, and we shall prevail. Alright, view map.
Oh yeah, also we get Marth, who I have no idea how much. Marth.
Oh.
I have no idea how good he is in this game.
Those are much better starting stats. Much better starting stats.
Wait, what is his freaking movement? I just want to know. 7?
God. Wow.
Yeah, Arcanine movement's insane. It goes up to like 10. So, you know.
Alright,
Arcanine movement is like an all-time high. Okay,
well,
I don't think he was... Kane, yeah, Kane's good. How good is Kane? Let's take a look at his stats.
Yeah, he's pretty fun. Okay, he's
really fucking good.
He's also beaten Ryan by 1 defense. He has 1 more defense than Ryan, although Ryan...
Holy shit, he's so fucking good.
He's so fucking good. Oh god.
First of all... other archers, I would like to bring Sita. Everyone in this game has Sita.
First of all...
Like, literally. Res is not a stat.
Res is not a stat that Arcnea characters know.
Yeah, it's not. No, like no one in this game has res.
Yes, there are 2 armor knights. However, there are a lot of mages, archers. So there are a lot of there are 3 mages, one of whom's a boss. So I think it is worth bringing Sita.
I mean, I I guess we don't desperately need Luke. He's been really mediocre. I'd be fine bringing Sita instead. I cannot believe how low these freaking deployment limits are already. It's like the start of the game. What do you mean I can't bring all my units? Ryan will beat him in defense once he's level 9. Nah. Ryan will beat him in defense as soon as he levels up like one more time. Yeah, this game kind of goes to 11. We should give Kane and also might as well give him that one useful one. Why not? He doesn't need all those buttons though. Especially because we don't have a convoy.
Oh, whoops.
I don't know if we need the... Well, I guess we need to take the Iron Sword. It doesn't really matter much. Oh, so Sita only has steel now. That's... Yeah, let's give her that just for accuracy's sake. And how are our Vulns distributed? We don't need a second...
It's not a second.
Oh, it's the Iron Sword. Hey, I don't think Chris needs to hoard all those. We should start distributing them. Sita probably should have. Ogma should have. And I guess that's good. I guess we'll have to heal elsewise. This is probably fine. I think this is about it. There's not really much else to do.
Alright, looks good. We're not doing this tonight because it got way too late because of discourse, but
honestly, it was pretty late to start anyway. Like even before we started chatting, it was like already almost 11. So it was getting pretty late to start.
Have a good night, everybody. See you tomorrow, hopefully earlier.
Bye.